speak. Listen, you. Listen. Okay, what?
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at it.
Got him! Got him!
Welcome. This is Hood Talk, and this is Mr. Know-It-All. And I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella, ready to get it started. And tell us the topics, Miss Bella.
Well, before we get to that part, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube, Mr. Know It All on Facebook. And if you want to send him some love, the information is there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing.
It's free. It's free. Liking and sharing all that stuff is free. I promise it is.
Okay, well, on this topic tonight, for Petty Tuesday, the traditional men and women are over. Time for modern men and women.
Ain't that the truth? So, what you got going? What you think about the topic? Because see, I got to get your thorough understanding.
Well, I'm just waiting to see. You know, you say the traditional men and women are over, so things how it used to work is over with. So those things that we knew coming up where people live life a certain type of way, it's over. So the modern woman and men, the modern men and women has taken control. So when we think about modern, that's what we're here to understand. We want to know about it. What you mean about it? Talk to us.
Yeah. Well, I think reason we have to, let the whole traditional thing go because I think I'm not the only person just tired of it. I think ladies are tired of it. I think other men are tired of it.
Tired of what?
Living like we feel like we got to live like the 1920s or something. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us about it. What you mean exactly? Feeling like you have to live like that?
Yeah, I mean, hold on just a second. I feel like a lot of people are not happy exactly living this new life, but I think they caught in the in between. And what I'm trying to do is just go ahead get rid of all the BS because we actually doing stuff that we really don't want to do. Most of us living a life we really don't want to live half the time. You got ladies complaining all the time, talking about these men, these toxic men, they act like cavemen and all this, they whistle at us and this and that. But the same modern women would get all on their stories, licking their tongue out, half naked, twerking and all that, and they blame the men for even. I mean, they don't want a man whistling out here on the street corner, but they want a man to cash app them on the new modern day woman, they want your cash. They want you to cash app them and show them some love. And
So, are you saying that when we take pictures and we lick our tongues out, or we're twerking, or we're doing certain images, that's a silent whistle?
well, that's almost a woman being thirsty to herself because she don't realize she probably got a bunch of friends, probably 3,000, 4,000 Facebook friends, and when she's putting up her story, it runs its course because it just don't run its course on if she got a page closed, open, or whatever. Sometimes these things run all over the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, a lot of people, because of TikTok and all that, I see women making a TikTok video. If you don't want to be sexualized and all this, men then got to the point that they don't even understand modern women because there's no traditional in them no more. It's like they want to say traditional because only thing that a woman want traditional is marriage. She don't want nothing else traditional. She don't want nothing else when it comes to being a traditional husband or what. She don't want no man to tell her to sit down. She don't want a man to say, "Hey, we going this way." She want everything to be a partnership. Hey, uh, baby, you think we ought to go over here? Hey, baby, you think we ought to go over here? She want everything to be a partnership. So if she want a partnership, let's cut the bull. Okay, sometimes you're gonna be paying for meals. Sometimes he'll pay for meals. If you really want to cut the chase and cut all this BS talking about, this equality and all that, if you really want to be equal, cut the bull. Stop playing like you want something and you really don't. You don't want a tradition. You want to fuck just as much as a man now. You want your coochie ate just like he wanted dick sucked. You want to tell him, give me head. I mean, all this stuff. Women talking like men. Give me some head. I just want to sit on a nigga face. I want to just do this. They talking do this sound feminine. I mean, and then it then got so bad that you listen to mothers. Even today's mothers, they twerking right beside their daughters. They slapping their daughter on the booty. You know what I'm saying? You can't want a traditional man and acting like this. You can't. You can't. I mean, I'm talking about you just got to keep it real sometimes. A lot of women just ain't keeping it real. They asking for one thing and doing the total opposite. They ain't doing nothing traditional. I ain't saying you don't see no woman in no dress. You don't see no woman high heels. They run around in Jordans and a gown. I mean, they don't even know how to dress no more. I mean, ain't nothing matching. They got bonnets. I mean, I'm seeing dudes out here with bonnets. You raising children, you raising young men running around here with grown men with SpongeBob pajamas on and stuff like this here. I mean, I see grown men with bonnets on and SpongeBob pajamas and furry slippers on. I mean, you think this is? I mean, this ain't no toxic masculinity. This is toxic femininity. These dudes are the closest thing to feminine than it is. I
So,
mean,
so wait, do you blame the woman that a man decides to wear bunnies and
oh,
SpongeBob?
I blame the woman that they got their children wearing bonnets. It's boys out here walking to. I seen a boy. I swear not. I forgot where I was. I was in the hood. I was right there off Ellis in the marketplace over there, and I'm looking at a boy get out to go in the little Family Dollar store over there, and the whole boy got pajamas, SpongeBob on it, a bonnet on his head, and the bonnet was strawberry. The pajamas was with SpongeBob all over it, and it was like pinkish reddish. I mean, what kind of men are you raising? See, when women see, let me tell you something. Women raising men that they don't want to date. They don't even want to date their son. You ain't raising no man if you don't even want to date your son. Let's keep it real. If you wouldn't date your son, you doing a bad job raising him because you don't even want him as a man for you. Why
But you,
would you? Why would you put something out here that you don't even like?
okay, just say for instance,
Okay, go ahead.
you reared your child how you felt they should be reared, but
You
they
felt? No, I thought most women raise their children because their standards are looking at how a man supposed to be, and you
okay.
raise your
Well,
child.
hold on. You're
Okay, go ahead.
attacking the situation. I said the way we are taught and the way we feel that our kid needs to be raised. We raise our
Feel,
children that way, right? Right?
okay, feel,
Okay.
feel is it should be a way to
Okay.
raise a man.
The way that we raise our okay, the way we raise our sons, right?
It's
The
not
way
a
that
feeling.
the way that we feel from our knowledge, skills,
It's
and
not a
ability.
feeling though.
Okay, well, our knowledge, skills, and ability, a
Thank
KSA of a parent.
you. Uh-huh.
Okay, let me be so direct with you right
Yeah,
now because I guess it's what we need. Okay, from our
come on with it.
KSA of raising our children, right?
Uh-huh.
So we raise our children one way. Our children wouldn't wear hair bunnies and SpongeBob outfits at home, but he's outside of home now, and he's probably with somebody that he decided to wear this type of thing. So do you blame the parent or you blame the kid?
I think that was his parent with him. I think his mama was with him. Both of them ran her. She had a bald head. She had a fade. I think yeah, they looked alike. So I think that was his mama. So it looked like she was more manly and he was more feminine. So
Mm.
I don't even understand. Like I said, if you were trying to raise, if you trying to raise a son that you don't even want, I'm confused. I'm confused. You raising a child that you wouldn't even date. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. You would raise a young man when women be talking about, oh, I'm raising a man. I'm trying to make a man out of him. You doing a poor job if you don't even want to date him. If you discussed it with your child, you doing a poor job if your child's still in your household.
I can feel what you're saying. Okay.
Cause I just don't get it. I don't get why would you raise a child one way and then you don't even like him. They'll raise a child one day and then blame it on the daddy. You act just like your dad.
But this
He
is the
raised
problem.
you. I
This,
mean,
this is the problem. A lot of time,
mm,
women, we raise our children on our feelings of what we've gone through. Even what we teach our kids when they come against women, because this may be something that we did and we feel like you prepare yourself for the next one if they try to act like your mama. And we try to give our boys heads up, but that's not really teaching them. You're teaching them the game or the role of women. So it's not like it's some type of code that's being broken or anything like that. But sometimes we have misconceptions of how to raise boys.
I think sometimes y'all have very poor conception because I would listen to a woman and a woman would tell me, oh, yeah, I'm raising a man. I'm raising a man. I'm raising this. I'm raising that. Oh, my son, respectful. My son. Then you see this joker out here, his Facebook page, he throwing finger signs and all this type of stuff with guns on and all this. And he your Facebook friend. I can see if he wasn't your Facebook friend, but he your Facebook friend. He throwing up finger signs. He got his head kicked to the side. He got gang bang. He got bandanas hanging out back porch. And he ain't even at your house. He ain't even 21 yet. He's still staying with you, and this how he moving and on social media and this and that, and then he your Facebook friend. You seeing this?
I can agree. I see it. It's poor quality of us as women. Because like when they're babies, right? Boys, they fall, hurt themselves. Oh, come here, poo poo. We trying to see you okay. you know, me like, man, get up. So we have a softer side for our children than men do. And a lot of times, spoiling our children hurt them in the long run. Trying to provide for them to make sure they rocking like everybody else in their society, it makes it bad for them when they become adults because they're gonna want this same stuff. My mom gave me all this time. Either the mom gonna still give it, or either they're gonna be out here trying to get it or live this certain type of life. So yeah, we
Let's
have to be careful about spoiling our kids.
let's catch up and speak to our people one
Okay,
more.
we'll start back. Hey,
All right.
Rhonda,
What's up, Rhonda in
what's
his
up with you?
house? What's up, Chelsea in the
Chelsea
house
said
on
it's
Twitter?
Patty Tuesday.
Yeah. She blowing the whistles. Okay. What up, Keon in his house?
What? Hey, Keon. Chelsea said, wait, when did the switch flip? And she was just saying how you went into your preacher mode. You had went out by us and our kids. That's what you tried to do.
Mm. What up, Leon in his house? What
Hi,
up,
Leon.
Demon? What up, Marcus? What it up, dude? The other Marcus up in the house. Marcus the bartender. Shots out to Patrick's place and Twilight. What up? What up, Keon? What's up, Keon? What's up, Kimberly?
What's her name?
uh,
Kimberly Belive with Voluptuosity T-shirts and apparel. She's the young lady that makes Mr. Know-It-All's T-shirts and his pillowcases. Shout out to Kim. I know it's football season. She got that JSU stuff going, so y'all check her out on Facebook.
okay.
Voluptuosity T-shirts and apparel.
How they say now back to the regular scheduled program.
Right. Commercials over with.
Uh-oh.
Said out here exercising in Georgia, looking for music, but had to stop and check y'all out for the night. What's up, JJ?
What's up, JJ in his hair? Man, I'm talking about, you know, traditional men and women and modern men and women. And it done came to a point that men, we got to wake up. We got to throw this old traditional thing out because if you ain't got women are not ain't running by the rules. Women ain't living by the rules. See, it's rules to be a traditional woman, and see, a woman only thing these days what a woman want from traditional is marriage. I was talking to a married woman the other day, and only thing I could see, she was talking about how he wasn't no good and all that. She been with him 18 years. And I said, why are you talking about leaving him? I said, what changed about him? What did he do wrong? She said, he the same. I said, huh? You mean he ain't changed a bit since you first met him? No. And that's the problem. I said, oh Lord. See, that's the problem right here. See, women get into these relationships and it's a traditional relationship or whatever, and they expect the man not to meet the man and enjoy who this man is. They go in there and they say, you know what, with a couple of twerks and a couple of what's name, oh, he'll be a brand new guy. He'll be totally different. Oh yeah, just little twerk here, little twerk there. He'll be just like I wanted. But what if he don't? What if he's still the same old dude? What if he stay the same old dude all while you know him? Can you deal with that part of it?
Well, in any relationship, I would expect some form of growth.
Well,
Not saying you go in a relationship to change somebody. I'm just saying you're growing together with somebody, but 18 years and
can I,
no growth,
can I
how
tell
did
you
you get
something?
that far?
Can I tell you something? I'm gonna tell you something which science tell you, and I'm gonna tell everybody here so they can Google it up. You are who you are by the age of 7, and you can Google it up. You don't change. You might grow. You might mature. You might, do some different things. But you
But
are
that's what I'm
who you.
saying.
Hold on. You are who you are at the age of 7. Let me tell you something. Eddie Murphy was telling jokes in front of his family at the age of 7, doing comedy and doing skits, and he's still doing it to this day. I mean,
He's
you are
understanding that.
you are who you are.
Who you are,
When you
who you
look at
are does not have to change for growth.
no,
You can be who
it's
you are.
maturing. Hold on, it's
You said
maturing
the
into.
main word.
Hold on, maturing into yourself. You're not changing though. See, people get it wrong by saying you need to change. Maturing
I
ain't
did not say
exactly. You know
change.
what I'm saying? Maturing ain't exactly changing. I'm saying women want men to change. When they say grow, they want him to become something different
Men,
because because he already something different because he growing, he learning. I said to myself, "Oh, you 3 kids in, and you've been with a joker 18 years, and now you tired. What? No, 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 no. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what that is. Sometimes people it's just like anything. People grow in certain little things, but at the same time, some of their traits, like some of their bad traits and some of their other traits, gonna steady be there. They can try that. Like it's people that try to stop smoking. They stop smoking for 5 years and then start back. Don't get that. Don't. Well, if you met them smoking, sometimes you got to go in whatever you met them at. That they might do this for the rest of their life. They might do that. If somebody tell bad jokes when you first met them, don't think they're gonna get real good at jokes later on in life. They might tell a good joke here and there, but they still gonna tell a lot of bad ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. People don't realize, even if you meet somebody and they might get, do better at certain things and this and that, but still them traits gonna be there. If they didn't pick up their socks a long time ago, they might start picking up their socks a little while, but they gonna start dropping down again. I'm just saying. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If somebody don't like washing dishes, they don't just start like washing dishes. They buy them a damn dishwasher so they can just sit it in there, and then it seems like they like washing dishes because their dishes always like washed. But the truth is, they bought a dishwasher. I mean, you try to adjust with stuff you don't like. Like a lot of men didn't like when I came up. Dudes didn't like, washing and ironing and all that. So they took their clothes to the cleaners. You don't never look at a man press down and say, only reason he clean like that because he don't like the iron. I'm just saying. I mean, because somebody else that iron their stuff, it ain't starch like you know how the cleaners do it, pull it apart and all that other type of stuff with the crease going down there. Nah, a regular old dude ironing his stuff, he can't iron that good. But I'm telling you, a dude that don't iron, oh, they stuff stay clean. They try to make money so they ain't got to do that. Same thing with some of their yard. When you go by somebody's yard, you can tell if they hired a professional or they did it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's catch up with old Derek in his house. Mr. Kelly in the house. Let's hear what Mr. Kelly has to say.
Derek said, you can spoil them, but make them earn it because I spoil mine, but I show them what it takes for them to do, take them, what I do for them, and when they become young adults.
Mm,
So he helped them take into consideration that he's doing this and you got to earn to get what I give you. But they're spoiled.
right.
I get you and I feel
Because
you and
if
I
you,
understand
because
it.
guess what? If you know you spoil them, just wait on it. Just wait on it because look, I watched the video the other day and then it turned out not being true. But a child can be spoiled, and it was like he took the phone from me and he destroyed the whole house. But it wasn't true on all that. But I done seen stuff like that happen. I done seen kids get spoiled and you take something from them and they don't know how to handle it. They snap out. They did. It's like that child that fall on the ground, start kicking. Yeah, that old thing, that right there. Oh, my bad. Please, how they say, please like, share, and subscribe. It don't cost a thing. Okay. Mm, read that one.
Margaret said, and marriage is not lasting long these days.
No, because
When
like
people have options. That's
no,
just like relationships.
can I
There are
tell you
so many options.
that
So many options.
that's why listen, that's why men shouldn't even that look, men should go on strike because women are looking at in their DMs and in their messenger and they looking at all they dudes and they saying, oh, look at that nice looking dude inboxing me saying, "Hey, beautiful," and they looking at all these dudes thinking they options, and that dude just even the women they get mad at that because they know that dude probably then inbox some more women and said, "Hey, beautiful," so now they feel all kind of funny and this and that, but it's dudes that got that stuff on speed dial, even on the Texas. They just have, good morning, 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 good morning. I mean, they got this stuff. And then let me tell you something. Sometimes you do something like, I'm going to tell you what I do, every day that I just do every day. I wish everybody on my timeline, who birthday is it, I just wish them a happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that, like, at my day that I can do, to just, it ain't more, every time, every now and then I get about 15, 20 of them, but it don't take that long to hit it because soon I push H, it already say happy. And then if I push happy, it can already say birthday, and boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It don't take that long to wish people a happy birthday, make them feel all right, make them feel like you cared enough to,
Remember it.
appreciate them. You
I
know?
mean, just like you, when your birthday came, it make you feel all right when you see all the birthday love you got, right?
Yeah.
So you
But
think
see, but
that's
see,
happy.
but see, guess what? Love is given out because they know you show love. Like the same person that probably showed, hit me happy birthday. I remember my birthday. He wished me a happy birthday because if somebody on my timeline it's their birthday, I try to wish them a birthday. Boom, 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 boom. And that's just the simple things you can do. You know what I'm saying? But marriage is not lasting these days because it's not valued. Women look at is they can always do better. They can always
Just
find
women, just women.
no, I'm saying, and men, listen, just like I said, I talked to the lady the other day, right? And the same thing she said, well, I said, would he leave you? She said, he would have stayed just like that forever. I said, bye, right there, right there. So we already know who the bad guy in this thing right there because he would have stayed forever. You got rid of him because you want him to change it to this magical dude that you didn't start off with. You spent 18 years with him. Life too short to just run off in the sunset. And you're gonna run out for there, and life gonna mess around and hit. You're gonna get hurt, something gonna happen, and this and that. And I already got rid of the man, and then what? Nah, you mess around and be moving back in with your kids or something. I mean, people don't even look at stuff like that. You know how many older women are moving back in with their kids now because they let the man go. You know how many doing that right now? It's a bunch of them because uh, a lot of women don't make them 65 and $75,000 where they can make and they got a nice retirement where they can take care of all their bills, they self and all that. A lot of these people running from store to store, job to job, and barely making ends, but don't even want no help. Don't even want no partner in crime. They don't want no dude on their side. But let's hit up Jay.
Jay said, at the age of 7, I wouldn't even curse. All my friends was questioning me why I wouldn't. Now I cuss like a sailor. I have limited it down a lot, but if I don't watch myself, I'll get carried away. I change for the worse, but I'm slowly changing back to the better.
Yeah. But you know, when stuff happen like that, it's it's because it's not because you didn't want to cuss. It's because you knew you'd get the shit beat out of you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that you see a lot of stuff, even like I said, Eddie Murphy was telling jokes, but he wasn't cussing then. But he was cussing once he got old enough and he could cuss without mama, you know what I'm saying, trying to jump on him or something. You feel what I'm saying? It's
Mm,
same thing happened to Dave Chappelle said the same thing. His mama actually used to sit in the back of his comedian shows. He was so young in the comedy club. He was in the comedy club at like 14 and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know, so I did research on a lot of these comedians. Yeah, they cuss once they got older, but like we can't just say it on stuff like that on cussing or shooting or something. We don't own a pistol at 7. you know, you know what I'm saying? Like
People
that.
got BB guns.
Yeah, I had already shot my first person at 7. You know,
Right. So what you talking about?
hey, hey, I'm just telling the truth.
Derek said weddings are becoming shows, so marriages are staged for likes and fail.
Right.
I agree with you
Right.
100%.
And I
People turn marriages, it's not about the actual merit of being committed to a person, it's about the whole event.
right.
How it have to look, how it have to flow. You don't even think about I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my
And guess,
life.
and guess what, Miss Bella? And guess what? After that dopamine wear out, she done with it. After a couple weeks after marriage, half of them done with the marriage because unless he can get married again next year, you know what I'm saying, that she got somewhere else for it to look to because his marriage only lasts once. Then you know what I'm saying. So she ain't gonna get all this good attention she got. Everything was about her. All the wedding braid, everything, the party, everything was about her. Everything. So after she got all that dopamine and all that, and then it go away, she wanted again. So she like, man, you ain't giving me enough. You know what I'm saying? That's how them jokers. That's how marriages fall apart. They still need that dopamine.
But listen, I've met a woman one time. She has 12 children. And I said,
Yeah.
12 children? I said, did you have a small family? Like, were you the only child or something? She said, no. She was like, my mom had 17. I was like, oh, okay. And I said, what made you have 12 children? She said, I enjoyed being pregnant. She said she liked the attention she got while being pregnant.
There it is. There it is. There it is. That dopamine hit. Pow. Pow.
I'm like,
Shot
the
up.
attention of being pregnant?
She might well put her arm out there. She ain't nothing but a fiend. Just shoot me up right here.
No, she said she went right there.
Shoot me up. I'm just saying it's the same
Right
thing with a
there. She
woman.
on the
Let me
other
tell you something.
arm.
It's the same thing with a woman that love kids or love babies. After her kids grow up and things, she just want that little baby again. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Oh, I just want." That's why you have women. They be 60 years old talking about if I ever get pregnant again, or I ever have another child. Be like,
No, you can be around babies and you get like the
you are,
baby fever. Just little cute,
you
precious
be
little
like, you be
boys.
like, you are super grandma. It's not gonna happen again. Okay. All your kids have kids and kids. Okay, my bad. Now, let's go. Facebook user. What's up, Facebook user? Come on, let's see. Let's see. What's
Marriage doesn't last because women now have the means to take care of themselves. When a man don't do what he should, she ain't gonna put up with it.
Oh, I got something for her. I got something for her. Oh Lord. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. I'm gonna throw this up for her. Bam. Now, Facebook user, look at the bottom end. That's why marriages don't last. Read that one for me.
Modern women get protection. A provider and services not from men, but from the government.
Ah, right. Read that next one right there, real quick.
Modern women require more services from the government than traditional women who relied on their spouses.
Right. So when you sit up there, no, it ain't that women can take care of themselves, because women wouldn't still had a hand out begging men for money and cash apps and everything else if they could take care of themselves so well. See, let me tell you something. The government take care of most of these women. If you look at it, these apartment complexes and most of these places, hood houses, there's a lot of those places that the government got a hand in it. So I
Okay, so
hold on a second. I get tired of the ladies saying that they take care of themselves. No, the government help you take care of yourself, help you take care of your kids. That's why you say fuck a man. That's why you throw up a finger saying, because with 4 kids, and if you had to just without no government help take care of them by yourself, it would knock a dent in your ass. One look, me just trying to take care of my little dog, knock a dent in me, and my little cats that come around here. Now I know it'll knock a dent on somebody trying to take care of 3, 4 children. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Without no help, without no. Uh, I'm telling you now. And look, and then they said, women have the highest eviction rate this year. They can Google that up too. The highest eviction rate. Not men. Not men. Black women got the highest. I'm gonna even do it there. Black women say they the queens of Mother Earth, and they the strong, and we make so much money. Why y'all got the highest eviction? Why are y'all getting kicked out more than anybody else?
Okay, well, hold on.
All
You're
right.
saying this, your percentage coming from few people, and that's not even fair.
No, no, no. Google it up.
But listen, no, I'm just saying, if we're talking about a percentage of people, population wise, I think it's like 19% of women as a whole. And it's probably like maybe less than that, maybe 13% of black, maybe. So think about that.
13% of what?
Black women that's receiving government assistance. So you just can't knock because you know a lot of women that's living like that, that percentage take on a multitude of women.
Where you get your percentage for? I want to see that on the screen.
Well, we can look it up. You know, like you Google everything, Google King, do
Hey,
your
come on.
thing.
If you the one came up with them
Do your
statistics,
thing.
Google
But I'm
it
just
up.
saying, what
Have
you
some
talking
bag
about,
of power
you
on
just talking about the few people that you
that.
probably
No, it made news. It made news about the eviction rate. Black
okay.
women got the high.
What?
Okay, I'll Google up who has the highest eviction rate then? Come on, then. Come on with it.
We can do that. It's no
Hey,
problem.
do that while I'm reading my boy. What up, Chris Style in his house? Shots out to Patrick Place and to Club Twilight and the liquor store on Bailey. Show your boy Patrick some love. What up, bro? He said, love the show. He tried to subscribe, but he forgot his YouTube password. He said he going to reset it and subscribe. Much love, bro. Much love. Much love. What's up, Latasha? In his house. Uh-oh. What's up, Terrence? In his house. What up, man? What up, Terrence? Okay, I got my boy back up. Jay said, we haven't had much practice in marriage and solid relationship. I agree. Not long ago, we wasn't even considered human. I agree. And by the time we could start practicing and enjoying matrimony, the other things, technology, TVs, and this and that. See, you skipped the whole age when the women was married, when we was marrying at the highest rate between, you know, even when they said between 1920s to 1940s. 50, 60, 50s was the highest, uh, blacks had the highest marriage rate. Okay, the 70s came, feminism came. I don't need no man. You can watch the videos. They got videos of women on there in the projects. That's when the government started helping them, giving them little things where they could survive without a man. And once the men went to war, oh man, they got a couple of jobs and it was on. And it was on and they was, hey girl, you don't have to do this no more. Cause all you got to do is get you a job and you can take care of yourself and you ain't got to hear nothing from no man no more. All that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he said technology speed. Now I agree. Everything ran up on us, but let me tell you something. Technology just got here. Um, 2009. 2009 when real technology got here. That when Facebook got here and all that. So before then, I had to sit up there between that whole era because we had the crack era, drugs. We had the 70s when the hair run and powder and all that old type of stuff. So we got to look at that part too. Uh-oh. He said he is correct. Now, now, now. Now, now, now. Okay, my bad. Okay. Uh-oh, they talk about the news as it said the generation depart and eviction. See, he said it ring. He looked it up. Derek looked it up. Whoop de whoop
Well,
de whoop.
you were reading, so I did
All
read
right,
it.
come
It
on.
said black women. I did not get one bit. I wasn't talking about eviction. That's what you called on. But you were saying that's getting government assistance. You didn't say eviction. We weren't talking about that. We were talking about the percentage that get assistance from the government.
Well,
So the percentage isn't high on that, is what I was just saying. I didn't say anything about the eviction.
well, at first I was talking about the eviction, and then I went to talking about the. I understand what you're saying. I went to
The
talking about.
government assistance. You saying living in the
Oh, I
house.
know. I'm talking about women in general. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not. I wasn't talking about just black women. Then
No, I wasn't either.
okay.
I wasn't either.
Um, is he said, but okay, go on read that,
Jake
JJ.
said, but that was a very short period when compared to the history of our relationship in this country. So it is so short, it's not worth mentioning.
Well, I think if they had gave us our 40 acres in Mew, I think it would have been better. No, but because what happened was they lied to us just like they lied to the Indians. They killed them, but at least they didn't do us like the Indians and tried to wipe us out. At least, no, I'm just saying. But they did. I was doing research on a lot of cities, and they did wipe a whole lot of whole black cities off the map of the earth. There's one in Mississippi, that one they had in what that Natchez down there. Um that Peach Bowl or something, what's the name? They had a couple of places that um it was like a lake that they mowed over and then they built the lake and they built some and buried the people under the lake or something like that. I mean, I mean, history. We can go through history all day, but I'm not finna go in all that because I'm not finna get into the blame. We here now, and it's time for us to to change up how we.
So are you modernized now?
Hold on, did we?
Yeah, you just
Oh
got.
yeah, yeah. You said what? Am I modernized?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think so. I think I'm officially um a
A
feminist,
modern man.
but I've been saying that on the show for the longest.
No, I'm saying about you as a person.
Yeah, but that's being a feminist. Being a
That's the
feminist.
only thing about modernization that you can say that you're a feminist? That's all you can say?
No, I'm saying right because what I'm saying is I agree that if women feel like they can do anything a man can do, let's go. Let's go. I say it on the show all the time. Let's cover out the NBA and the WNBA. Let's just have one NBA. It's National Basketball Association. It don't say National Men's Basketball Association. How the women say it say Women's Basketball Association. That means men can't even go over there and play. Ain't that discrimination? The other one just say National Basketball Association. They don't say nothing about National Men National Basketball. So it don't do that. You feel what I'm saying? See, if we look at anything, it's women that's going making their own little type of things and then want men to fund it. Because don't nobody go watch the women basketball people play, but they want the men basketball part to fund it. They want the LeBron James, the dude that's going around doing 360s and slamming. They want you to, because don't nobody want to go see uh, a team that a college basketball team. I could go get Duke, and I bet you Duke can whoop every WNBA team out there.
But that's not what we're talking about.
I'm just saying.
We talking about you being a modern man, the Homo sapien. The only thing that comes to your head when you're saying you're a Homo sapien is that you're a feminist. That's all
That's the
you can
only
think of.
thing that I can get away with saying no. because my boy Andrew Tate already got counsel. So I mean, I'm not trying to get counsel, just by just saying some stuff because like it's only so much you can say because, like I said, all these platforms are now built to go against any man that's contradicting
We
anything.
understand that, but back to modernization of you as a man. We talking about when it comes to technology, food, talk, drinks, dressing the part. What about you being a modern man that identify you that you're modern and not tradition, other than you're not married or
I
don't plan to be married?
I don't think the drinking. I mean, I don't think dressing has anything to do with it on
Okay,
the personal level because, like, I say this: um, if I was making my own clothes, I mean, you still. I don't think that I don't think that has anything to do with it because even when I'm buying clothes, these clothes now really ain't no different than the clothes back then. All they doing is it's only so much stuff you can do. All they doing is bringing the same stuff I seen back then when I seen Left High and all them girls cutting up their pants and stuff way back then. It is the same thing now. They were wearing
okay.
tight, you know what I'm saying?
Just answer this short question.
Hella
Like,
material,
just say for instance, you wear a hat. You got on the hat now, right?
right? This
You
same
walk
hat.
when you walk into a building. Do you take that off?
When I walk into the court.
That's the only place.
I mean, what you require, court, funerals, church. I mean, just places you required to take it off. I
Okay.
mean, every building ain't required. You don't take it off walking into Family Dollar.
Okay. Well, I'm asking. I was
That's a
just checking.
building, though. Yeah,
I understand. See, that was a traditional thing. Men did that, just like military men. There are certain points where military people they take their head off for a reason, right?
right.
That's considered traditional. And just say, for instance, like now, there are so many funerals. People are dying a dime a dozen. So back in the day, people show respect. They would kind of put on their Sunday's best for a funeral. Nowadays, would you do the same for a funeral, or would you just go with your T-shirt on and your tennis shoes?
Um, I try to have a level of respect for the funerals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I done spoke on it before here. I try not to ever do the tennis shoe thing. I think that's a
Okay,
new.
well, I don't even want to
That's a new.
elaborate too
No, I'm
much.
saying it's more of a it's more of a millennium thing, a new, a younger generation thing when it comes to that. Older guys my age kind of still. Well, I see some that what's name they feel relaxed where they can wear certain stuff. I feel like once stuff get common, it's the same thing how you see everybody wearing their hair different now. Once stuff get common, it's like people let their hair down and they say, well, if they can do it, I can do it. That they
But
probably
this is the thing.
go ahead.
I don't want people to get the idea of traditional disregarded because you have morals. So you have morals on the way you do things. It doesn't make you a traditional person or a modern person. It has to do with the morals or your upbringing or how you were taught. So whether you decide to live your life the way things used to be traditionally, or you come on this side now where people are saying, "Oh, I'm more modern. I'm laid back. Church isn't my thing. Marriage isn't my thing. I don't want to do things the way people did in the older days." But this is the thing that men kind of desire. Men want women to wear dresses and heels. They want us to be respectful, kind, things like this. But a lot of women don't have these traits because these are not things that they're being taught or exposed to. The adequates of it is not a part of womanhood anymore. We around here, we'll take care of ourselves. We out here working jobs to provide for our families because most of the times the family ship doesn't work together. So you have to step up and be the single parent. So you can't just always say, "I'm traditional, but I'm modern." You just have to live on morals, and traditional or modern doesn't make you good either way. It's your morals or standards in life. So we just can't get that confused just because you decide you're living a different type of way and not how the people live back then. Some of those ways are good. So just saying we don't want to be traditional, we
Okay.
need to
Well,
carry some of those
let me
traditions.
let me
That's how
ask
people
you
last.
let me ask you a question. What traditional way? What traditional way that you think that's good for men and women both?
Respecting each other. They're in the traditional world, you hear all the time these traditional marriages, they last. People around here celebrated 60 years, 50 years, 40, 30 years of marriage because regardless of whatever happened, you got past whatever it was. Because this man stepped out, had some more kids, type of thing, people give up too soon on anybody. Just like now, let your kid do something you don't like, you'll probably cut them off. I ain't fooling with that kid. He want to do not do what I tell him to do. You cut the child off. Then you put him to the streets. Then what you do? So these are traditional things. People can't give up on each other easy, and that's what we're having now. So modernization coming for self. It's a selfish thing. You're thinking about yourself. That's how you become so modernized.
So you think
The new world.
modernized make people kick their child out?
People will do that.
No, I'm saying because it's modern.
Yes, people didn't turn their back on family. People didn't turn their back on loved ones, your children. Regardless of what happened, people didn't give up so easy.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I think you're wrong about that one.
Okay, well,
Reason
help
I
me
say that.
understand.
Reason I say that because I think as you remember how they always say that little saying, how things change and how it stay the same. Uh, I think people always gave up on their children if their children went a different way, and they actually did it even worse back in the day. If the child did not, what's name? They kicked them out. Papa kicked them out real quick. Mama probably still didn't want baby to get out there, but daddy was in the house, and when the child act like he ain't want to listen, he ain't do what's name, he kicked him out real quick. I got
There's no problem. I don't have a problem with kicking them out. I said cutting them off.
well, that's cutting them off too.
No, it's not. That's kicking them out your house because it's time for you to have your own when you can't
Yeah, but
understand the
that's
rules of
still
this household.
no kicking them out is cutting them off in a
I
daddy
don't think so.
perspective. No, I'm saying listen. I'm saying when a daddy perspective, if his son acting crazy and acting, like he want to fight him or anything that make him say, "Oh, you don't leave this house." When he
Right.
leave that man out the house, where he not cutting him off at? Because he not telling him to get out and then say, "Oh, let me pay your rent." That's some
I
mama.
know.
No, I'm saying
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying.
I agree.
No, I'm saying what? Where is he? Where is he not cutting his child off?
He's cutting him off by providing him living standards in his house. You're grown now. If you want to do these things to disrespect it, that doesn't mean cut them off.
What that
Because
mean?
just say for instance, like me, my family
I'm
coming
saying
up,
what is no, let me before you get there, what is cutting them off then?
I'm saying cutting them like people lose relationship with children, like don't talk to them. Like when I say cut off, I mean just what I said. You cut them off. You don't have no dealings with your children
Well,
anymore.
it's um I remember I think that was I think it was I'm thinking it was Denzel told that story about his daddy. Or so it was one of them. I think it was Denzel. He was telling a story about his daddy and um, how he had at one point in time he hadn't talked to his daddy or something, and and he just wanted to tell his daddy off. He hadn't talked to him. He had left the house and he came back and he said he went to talking to his daddy and then he realized his daddy started breaking down. He said, "That's all you left for." And his daddy started telling him how hard he came up and this and that. And
Right. I've seen something. Was it a movie?
I know it was like a little documentary or something,
Uh-huh.
what's name, but I mean, he was telling him about, and then he understood that, and they sat down, and he said after that they talked to each other, and he said it was years before they had ever talked, and he said to this day he talked to his dad almost every day. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So what it is sometimes people don't understand what the other generation went through. Sometimes they get lost in there some
Yeah, I
kind.
agree. But that's what I'm saying. Like things that happened then, I wouldn't just take that everything that's traditional wouldn't help us in the modern world.
I understand what you're saying. Let's catch up on this what's name right quick.
There said and took the black male figure out the home. I watched this documentary.
Yep. And that was
That was the whole plan of HUD and Section 8 seems like, what they say it
started,
worked.
it started back in the 70s. Go ahead.
Latasha said some people view you on how you dress or smell good in different places. That's true. Let's be honest. We can talk and even figure out the answer to all our problems in relationships. And when we figure out that, then everything will correct itself in a domino
Domino.
effect.
Yeah.
But it seems obvious to me that things we get bad and worse unless a major spiritual thing happens or a doomsday event comes to correct the nature order. We all just trying to carefully settle for the best life and relationship we can find. For
And
those trying to find it, I agree.
yep. And just to piggyback on what he's saying, I think, and that's what's happening in our culture. Our culture, I remember listening to a Kanye West interview, and and I remember Kanye West said, he said, "Are you turning your back on the culture?" He said, "Yes, I'm turning my back on the culture because the culture ain't right." And he's right. Like the culture that we're throwing out here is not right for our kids. All this old putting yellow, green hair and with they 6, 7 years old putting earrings in their ear. I,
That's called
all,
modern.
all this stuff. See, they used to let a child, be a child to a certain age. Now you got children with lipstick on, have this that weave in their head at
One.
10 and left. You know what I'm saying? So
One.
it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be like that. So I mean, I think them traditional ways. I wish women would look back at that. I think they would have more bonding with their children if they took the time to, comb their hair. But it's like most of the women that had kids sometimes, you used to look at it and women used to do their children hair and things. Now they send them to the beauty shop and this and that. People don't know how to paint their own nails no more. They don't know how to file or groom their own self. I mean, a woman will break her nail and say, well, I'm going to the nail shop in a couple days. She won't even trim them. She won't do nothing to it. Or, I mean, it done got so bad that when you look at a woman, you feel like they helpless. I mean, like they've been babyfied so much, like the Koreans or whatever who do the nails or whatever. People been babyfying black women so much and women in general so much that women act like they can't do certain things. You be like, oh, paint your nails a different color. Oh, I have to wait. Oh, I don't go to the nail shop till there's a store right there. You can find you a nice polish and you can paint your nail. I mean, hey, that's how they used to do back
But
in the day.
but do
Women
men?
don't even women probably nowadays don't even know what nail rub, nail removal is. They don't even know how to take their own nails off, nail removal, nothing. They just I got an appointment. I mean, that's why sometimes ladies be going, halfway broke sometimes because they back in the day, women took on most stuff. They rolled their hair at night. They did more grooming. They did their nails once a week or whatever they self. They filed them. They took care of their stuff. I mean, now it's like, think about it. It's like a habit. Like a dude got too many habits. He smoked cigarettes. He drink. He do this. He can't possibly save any money or keep this habit up. And that's what women are doing. The more money they get, more habits they get, more money they blow, more money they find to blow. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm,
get money from other dudes and it's gone before they even make it to their they don't even make it to their house. They
mm.
can't even enjoy the money. They done already blew it. They done went got some money to do. They went straight to the store, blew it before they even made it home. I'm just saying. Let's go with Derek right there.
Derek said if kids were disrespectful back in the day, dad would want put up with it and cut them off. It's not communicating with them with their way. More disrespectful kids out here now that have no love or respect for their parents.
Right.
Derek said, you have these new age kids that have no love or respect for their parents, in which some parents now just cut all dealings with them. You have kids killing their parents now. They are different now.
Right.
Remember, that was a kid in Mississippi that hit his mom in the head with a hammer. I think that was in this year. Like he actually attacked his mom with a hammer.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying there have been many incidents I watched the news and seen where, kids have you know, killed their parents and stuff. And it's just sad because we don't even we don't even see how bad it is out here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
sometimes we don't understand. Don't forget to like and share.
Yep.
Um, you did read my bottom banner, did it? Let me see.
I didn't because we were talking.
It's all right.
Let me see. Let me let it start over. The traditional woman understand the value of companion, husband's provider, a father, and not a baby daddy.
Mm.
We understand that too. What you mean? Modern women, we do that too. But I'm not modern. I think I'm traditional. I'm traditional with a touch of modern.
Now let's get on some of these men. Come on. Come
Oh
on.
Lord. Men have to be manly, strong, cold, and responsible for their families. The image is long forgotten, but now young men have a bad image. Okay, explain that. What you mean? What kind of bad image do they have?
There you go. Read the rest of that little bit right there.
It is often said that the millennium men are selfish, self absorbed, antisocial, and not caring at all about their environment.
Mm.
That's just millennium?
Yeah, I think now we women are raising a different type of man because he not raised in a household with a dad. So they growing up not respecting a man from the door because they don't respect the daddy because they got that in their head. My daddy wasn't there. He they don't even realize that half the time mama the one ran dad off. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize this till they go out there and make a baby with somebody and they get ran off. And then they don't realize what they doing. They the same person that they said they hated. You know what I'm saying? They the same person. They out here making babies. They the same person that that they said they hated. They got 2, 3 baby daddies. I mean, got 2, 3 baby mamas, and they up here making babies, and they ain't taking care of their babies. And they the same dude. They say I hate my daddy because he wasn't there, and you ain't there for your child either. So shut up. You got ran off just like the next man got ran off. Because once she moved, you can't find her, or if you do find her, she called the police on you, going to jail anyway. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you got, like they say, you got to know when you whooped, and when the sister, when the daddy government is her helpmate, you gonna fall every time. Okay, bam.
78% of surveyed people agree that a man should be independent.
Mm.
What you say about that? You don't think a man should be independent?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That next one up there, I got that other one up there. Let me check out the comments. What I said, Dad, Zaddy Goodman, Daddy Goodman. I'm telling you now, people be what's that like um I think sometimes like I think ladies don't realize how hard it is until daddy government take that bottle out of her mouth. Once Daddy Goodman take that bottle out of the mouth, she had to pay all them bills by herself. Can't get no help on the light. Can't get no help on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Damn, they don't care nothing about cable. So if you ask for help on the cable, they gonna tell you kiss they booty. But but you know what I'm saying? Like women don't even realize how hard it is until Daddy Goodman say we ain't helping no more. And saying most of the time that happens when a woman hits her 40s because she will spend 20s raising a child, 30s getting the child up, and then the child get out the house, and then she ain't childless till in her 40s. So then she wake up in her 40s, daddy government say, hey, I ain't fucking with you no more. You didn't got too old. You need to go find somebody, get married, or get you a job so you can survive. Because
Right, because you can't have all these kids that we
the
need to
kids
provide.
gone. Right. We were there for the kids. Now the kids gone. I'm done with you. See what about when dad and
So,
government
so
doing
now
that?
you have to, like Chelsea say, zaddy government, and
Right.
you got to go out here and find you one of these zaddies in the club.
Yeah, cause guess what?
Got cash out.
Cause guess what? This stuff gonna hit hard. So somebody gonna say, I remember somebody telling me that, a lot of women that, go to these clubs and this and that, right? When the pandemic hit, they were doing straight bad because they was living off being around these dudes and trying to get them to give them money and this and that. And a lot of them just about went in the hole, went broke. You know what I'm saying? Gain weight, wasn't the same person once the COVID was over with. They couldn't get that money back. He was like, baby, you ain't the same chick that I was messing with back then, honey. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
because a lot of these dudes had to be with their significant other and they couldn't take care of their little boo boos.
I'm gonna let you go with that one.
No, that's what happened.
I knew
You
you were
couldn't
waiting
get
on
your
that.
little boo daddy to come out because boo daddy had to stay home because he was scared he
We
was gonna
did,
get
we
COVID.
did, we did read that, didn't it? Did you read the one at the
No,
bottom? Okay,
no.
good.
This is one of the care virtues of a man that is now forgotten. A man should be able to resolve most of his issues by himself, which includes fixing a car, providing food and shelter for the family.
Right.
And we said that, okay, that sounds so good till it just like shouldn't be true.
Mhm.
Millennial men don't have the best image in society. People tend to think that they are not caring, self absorbed, and generally weak.
Mm, mm. Hey, I'm doing steadies. I'm doing steadies. I'm just
Okay.
oh, okay. He does it. She ain't lying. then then that Zaddy good. Okay. But I think he said the pandemic was cock blocking.
It sure was. It cock blocked a lot of people for two
So
years.
I think a lot of people, I'm gonna tell you, women where it got almost out of control before the pandemic hit. I'm just gonna tell you, they was the Me Too movement was in full effect. I mean, it was all this stuff going on. We started men, we woo woo woo, and then when the pandemic hit, the only person was working was me. None of y'all women was working. Oh yeah, they sent all y'all home and said we'll call y'all when we need y'all back.
No, women were working from home. What you mean?
Okay.
So stop it.
When they sent most of y'all home, that's how all these home businesses got started. They sent everybody home, and they was at home talking about,
I gotta come up with me a hustle, baby. I gotta live. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta create something, honey. We had to
I'm
think
just
of it.
saying.
I almost started making me some clothes and doing a booth or
Said I be
some
making up
online
stuff.
shopping or something.
She said I be making up stuff.
What kind of woman was doing that? You be making stuff up.
No, I don't. I don't be making up stuff. I be telling the truth.
You be kind of throwing in a little makeup with it now, honey. I don't know what you be talking about. I'm like, what? Okay.
Ah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let me see. What else I got over here? Let me see. Bam.
Boys will always be boys. What does that mean? Before I go any further, what does that mean? I always hear
That
this
means,
saying, but do men know what that means? Tell me,
yeah,
boys will always be boys.
yeah. I
Of
mean,
course, unless they have a sex change, right?
I well, I'm gonna say, boys. When they say boys be boys, they mean that like you know, women always trying to make boys be still and make them be something they not. They running all around the place. That's why you say get out, go outside. That's what the outside was for.
For
The
boys.
backyard and all that to let boys be boys. They go back there playing the dirt, all that. And lad, you hardly ever see boys playing in the dirt and all that stuff like that. They say he needs some of that rainwater. This that Mississippi water too. You ain't know that, did it? This a company out of Mississippi.
Yeah, Richards. I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, what else?
To get you late, lost your train of thought. We were talking about boys would be boys.
Yeah, but boys be boys is just letting men be men. Like women used to always say, "Let boys be boys," because they know men, whistle at women. Men went out and and did their little thing, whatever, and women used to let men be men. It's the same thing. Boys be boys, men be men. It's the same thing. But now it's like it's a problem for a man being manly. You know what I'm saying? For a man actually being manly is a problem. It's called toxic masculinity, just being a man. Just having morals or certain standards like
Okay, we'll say that.
like
Not just being
yeah,
men,
like
your
even
standards are
even
strong.
me, even me saying certain stuff on here, you know what I'm saying? The powers of be, sometimes don't like when a man say, "Oh, but guess what I think? A woman can do anything I can do. Come on with it." But see, guess what? When you do it like that, see, women don't even realize something. When you come and you feel like you want to start competing with men, that means men gonna start competing back. Now men won't even meet women in private no more. I mean, it got to be out and open. They making sure you don't catch them up in nothing. You don't do nothing. Yeah, I mean, okay. If you want these jobs, these mentally straining jobs that let you do all this hard labor work, girl, go ahead. With men have found a new way of living and being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? The best thing that can happen to a man that got a good head on his shoulder is don't get a woman that want this kind of crazy lifestyle. Oh, I want to. I look at it every day. Every day I watch Facebook, I see, oh, this is me in 2024, first to cash. 2025, big old 3 car, 4 car garage. 2026, she got Range Rovers and all this old stuff. Let me tell you something. By even 2030, you ain't gonna have none of that stuff. Because guess what? Stuff like that, when somebody gets so into them, everybody wanna live like the Joneses. What people think most people live like. The average income in Mississippi, you can look it up, is $25,000. The average income in Texas is $87,000.
87?
$87,000. That's why everybody moving to Texas and won't come back.
I thought it was
I'm,
81.
but I'm just saying, like, it's according
Yeah,
on
too
where
many
you at.
thousand.
According on where you at. And then when you break it down as in race, it drops even more. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
look,
Like,
you gotta check that again.
go ahead.
Average income in Texas,
Yeah, go ahead. What is it? I'm listening.
it says about 63.
Man, it say it on there. What it say? Go on, put us on the screen because I don't believe it ain't changed that quick. I just looked it up the other day.
Well, I think probably when you were looking at it, that was probably before the 20th century.
Did you say before the? I said 2022 or something. Yeah, you probably just said just roundabout ever.
No, I didn't.
No, come on,
You see it?
no, you got to. They got to be bigger than this. I don't know what.
I see it. Hold on.
Can you see it? Because I can see what you can see. Can you see it? Because I don't think you can
Oh,
see.
that's what you're gonna try to do.
Can you read it off this thing?
That's what you're gonna try to do because I wear glasses. I don't care nothing about what you're talking about.
Gotta blow it up. That's why I ain't got nothing to do with no
Okay,
glass.
well let me help you out, sir.
Come on with it.
50-year-old eyes.
Come on with it.
Okay, look at these things. Okay, that's DC.
Hold on. I'm talking about we hold on.
Okay, I know we said Texas. There's Mississippi.
What is you doing? What you saying? What you saying? What you saying? Man, you looking up to the wrong thing. You talking about total house income?
So you want for per
Medium.
person.
That's a medium house income. Yeah, I said the average wages.
Well, you
Talking
said
about
income. Income and wage are two different things. You said income. So I was just letting you know that that wasn't true.
no, that was he said medium income. You didn't even average salary, salary. Let's do it. You just came up with something. That said a total. That was both of the people in Mississippi. 44.
Well, you said you
Now
look
that just sad, ain't it? Two people income. The average for two people income 44,000.
right. So that runs about 20, like 25 at least.
That means somebody making 25 and somebody bringing in about 18 or something.
Well,
You know
that's
what that means?
normal in the South.
And usually ladies don't even realize that the
Oh,
average
there it
income.
is. It says 87.
There you go. Look at you.
Well, you said
Average
income,
salary.
and that's what I looked up. Salary, wages, and income are two different things.
I hear you. I want salary.
Yep, you see it?
Salary. Right.
87.43.
Right. But the typical, it said, hold on, but it said most typical earnings are 47 though. That's crazy.
And that's for Texas. So
Yep.
just say, for instance, if we look for Mississippi,
That's the average salary. But,
let's see this.
but, yeah.
Oh wow, Mississippi trying to come up a little bit.
But look right above it. It said, but when this value stood at 25,000 US dollars,
US dollars.
increased one level, but this value, I
But
mean,
you know what?
it's a tricky.
Mississippi has um income brackets, right? Just say, for instance, like Mississippi has state taxes. A lot of states don't even do that. You pay taxes on clothing and food. A lot of states don't do that. You pay state taxes. A lot of states don't do that. But Mississippi, one of the poorest states, but it happens. And that's terrible.
Okay, read that other one that ran across there.
Derek said, oh, okay. Well, Derek said, or what?
Oh, you can read what Derek said,
He's
but
being narcissistic. He's being strong man of value.
mm, there it is. I'm telling you, man, that's the first thing they say. Oh, you narcissist. Any man that got a what's name? Oh man, I've been told so many times that I'm a narcissist. But when you Google it up, they realize they the narcissist. You Google up what a narcissist is, it ain't me.
You trying to say we have a deep need for attention?
That part. Oh, okay, you read that.
Men will always be whatever they want to be, and the culture environment can only change them that much.
Uh,
Traditional women strive to have that nuclear family, a husband, children, and uphold values that some people would see as old fashioned today.
Mm.
That's true. Traditional women also generally tend to come from religious backgrounds.
Mm.
These
Come on.
religious backgrounds have etched in their ideas about what a woman should value in her life and what choices she should make for her future. Okay, that's not bad.
Come on with it.
Modern women, at he's going so fast. Modern women, at least the way a modern woman today is, would often be the opposite of a traditional woman. Okay, she may tend to idealize equality in relationships, and a modern woman might prefer to lead in the relationship and may rather focus on a career and education first before marriage and children.
Mm.
That's what a lot of women are taught. She'll say, "You are accepted." What did he need to accept, Chelsea, that he is what?
Narcissistic.
Ah, that's what he is.
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
You're so silly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But like I say all the time, oh, did I finish? Because yeah, I wanted to finish that off with the next one. You read that one, didn't it?
Okay, she made 10. Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
read that one.
Okay, come on with it.
For some modern women, having family and children is an option that they can leave or take and still be happy. Yeah, you'll be surprised that there are women now that doesn't want kids or want children. That mostly be careered women. A lot of women around here, the
They
reason why they are having children,
they
you know,
want kids. They just don't want them. They don't want the man to go with it.
oh wow. You know what? I used to say that after my son got a certain age, I wanted more children. I was like, I need to have me some more children. But I'm like, I don't want a husband to have me more children.
Right.
So I guess I didn't have them because it wasn't in my plan.
So I think let me finish this off so I can we can get back to this.
Okay, today, unfortunately, feminism is everywhere. Unlike the old days, women were so much nicer to meet. We nice now. You just have to be in the right place at the right time to receive your blessing.
Okay. All right. Now we can actually say about it. So now, what you think about traditional men? I mean, because like I think men have been hoodwinked because I think men been trying to hold up their end of the bargain of trying to be traditional, trying to take care of a woman, trying to marry, trying to be the leader and all that. But women don't want that. I mean, it then got to the point that we just heard it. It said the modern women is the opposite than a traditional one. So as soon as a woman says she a modern woman, she should be down with buying meals. She should be down with paying half. Now look at you. You squinched all up when somebody said that.
No, I'm just laughing at you. You said,
That's look, but that's modern time. I mean, modern time is a trip how you can hear a woman and she'll speak about modern time like, yeah, we need to go 50-50. We need to be whoopty whoop, nick and name, baba die. But when it go down to it and man bring out the ticket, they or it's like expected. Like I'm gonna tell you, like I'm always kind of. I think I be scared of a woman that wanna take me out first. You know what I'm saying? Like it like sometimes it feel like it be like sometimes I be wanting to say, put your nuts up because it feels like sometimes women go into this thing where they done been in this manly side so long that they start acting like men. They start like, hey, you want to go out on a date? I got a favorite restaurant I want to take you to, or this and that. You be like women act, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so wait. So you say that make you feel like she's being manly because she says this?
Yeah, sometimes like say this. Like no, I'm saying like say if you haven't went out on a date with somebody and somebody if a woman came up to a man and said, oh, I want to take you out on a date, this and that. I got a nice what's name. I'm gonna pick you up or I meet you there or whatever, whatever. That feel manly. You feel
How?
what I'm saying? Huh?
How that we're living in the modern world, right? So everything is modernized.
Right,
So if a woman decides to take you on a date first because you didn't decide to take her on a date first,
right.
so this is modern. So that means modernization to men like yourself. You feel like, oh,
It's
she's been
still,
manly. So
it's still. No,
what
what
is the
I'm
girl
saying
to
is, it's
do?
still. What I'm saying is, it's still awkward.
Oh, it's awkward.
Yeah,
Okay, so if a
I mean,
woman
what
asks
it
you
is
first,
now. Hold on, though. You see, you speed balling like yeah, brrr, and listen, but
no, I'm
all
trying to get an understanding of where
yeah,
we
but
are before you go to
every
something
time I
else.
get ready to say something, you that's what I'm talking about.
Well, no, please answer what I just asked.
Okay, ask again.
Okay. I was just asking, so are you saying that if she asks you first, that's a problem? That means she's being manly. That's how you feel. If she asked you on the date first before you asked her.
Am I able to answer yet? Because after you answered again.
Because like you do, you don't answer the question. So
No,
I
but you didn't give me a
repeat
chance.
myself.
You asked the same thing twice. You don't remember that? You just answered the same thing twice, right behind each other. Soon as you ask the question, now finna, and you ask it again. So you ready? Can I answer? Okay. What I'm saying is, some stuff like that is awkward. Men are not. Um, I guess some men are not ready for it yet, but we didn't reach the point that I'm telling, men, we have to get ready for the whole new what's name. We can't even think traditional no more because women ain't thinking traditional. It's not, see, men are trying to keep themselves in a box, trying to keep themselves here and keep on trying to wish on tradition. No, the world ain't traditional no more. Men got to wake up and say, hey, this is a modern day world, and we need equal rights. We need all this stuff. Uh, I was looking at this thing and they were saying, okay, cooking was considered a woman's role. You know what I'm saying? And women don't want to cook. Working, men working outside, and women working in the home. Women don't want to do nothing. No, they say that's being toxic. We can do everything y'all do. We can work outside. We can mow a yard. I can. One time I was on the show and a woman was talking about how she mow a yard and run her weed eater and all that type of stuff. Okay, then. All right. All right. Caretaking. They say, oh, a woman, can take care of people better than men. Now, also, we learning that is something different. See, I'm saying, but the new modern She said the new modern men not working outside. And where is this at? I mean, what you mean? It just say some men are not working outside,
Well,
but
now you want to say some, but we've been saying
well,
women,
well,
men.
she said new modern men. I'm not modern, so you might
You
be
just said you
right.
were.
She right. She might be right. Oh no! I never said I was a modern man, a new modern man. That's a millennium. I'm not a millennium. I was born back in what's the name? I said I'm a feminist. I didn't say I was a modern man. Let's get it right now. I said a feminist. Never said I was.
I asked you the question. I said, what about you as a modern man helps identify you as being modern, a modern man? And you said feminist. I'm a feminist. I
Right.
said a
I'm a
feminist.
feminist.
That's the only
I
thing
don't.
that you can call out from being a modern man that you're a
Oh,
feminist.
but see, guess what you saying? Okay, what is the definition of a modern man? Let's put it up because I need to know. I need to know because you throwing out these definitions that you probably don't even know the definition of.
You then you
Because
said
because
earlier
I thought a modern man is a millennium. That's mean a man under a certain age, under like 35 or under 40 or something like that.
that's what you got,
Or maybe even under 50. I don't know.
and you didn't include it in
No, I'm
anything.
saying that can I get the definition of a modern man? And then I can answer it with no problem. Then you can just tell it to me. Just tell me the answer.
You remember us talking about Homo sapiens? Do you remember us talking about that?
Yeah, I know what a homo sapien is.
Okay. And
That
we were just talking about that, right?
can you just tell me the definition of modern man?
A human being, regardless of sex or age, considered as a representative of humankind, a person. But what makes a moderate man? The top qualities of a moderate man includes being affectionate, doing their fair share of cleaning, and being a vegan. A moderate man is called a Homo sapien, the species to which all modern human beings belong. Homo sapien is one of several species grouped into genus Homo, but it is the only one that is not extinct. So we're talking about the lifestyle of a modern man, from technology, cars, food, and drink. Being a modern day gentleman is about more than just dressing the part. A modern man has the instability thirst for knowledge and living, but what makes a real modern gentleman is one who has an even greater passion to communicate his learnings for the greater good of society.
Oh, okay.
Did
I,
you get any of that?
I almost
Right.
you you lost me. I was like, I don't know if I'm a modern man.
Right.
That
So
is,
you said that so much. You got to think about this. Why I
I
asked
said it didn't say nothing
you,
as a feminist. So tell me what a feminist is, because that's what I am. I, I give it up. She said her big dog said, read what he said.
He said, modern being she might want to have a wife and a husband.
Right. That's
No,
how women rolling
that's
now.
called that's called today's society in which we live,
Right.
and that's called vain within self.
Mm.
You know, a lot of times people nowadays are becoming selfish. You know, so Jill said I should have just hushed.
Well, you got the feminist down. Come on with it.
A person who supports feminism. A feminist is someone who supports equal rights for women. If your brother objects strongly to women being paid less than men for doing the same job, he's probably a feminist. If you believe that women should have the same political, social, and economic rights as men, you are a feminist. So you are a feminist?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so. I think if because guess what? We can't go back. We can't go back. See, let me tell you something. A lot of these men getting on here was not because they preaching this toxicity. They want the woman to cook and clean and this and that, and I want to take care of you and all that type of stuff. But women these days, some women that's making just as much as, but them the women that can't you know, it's saying the most successful a woman is harder for her to find a mate.
Oh, wow.
You can Google that
I don't have to.
up.
Just like, okay, we want equal rights, like a man, he want a woman to cook and clean for him so she can eat. We want that too. I want somebody to cook and clean for me so
Lord,
I can eat too.
Lord have mercy. I don't know what to say. See, every time I try to give you the benefit of the doubt and say,
I don't care.
all that, I just can't with you. I'm sorry. Why? Why
That's
you do
called
it?
equal rights.
Why you do it?
Equal rights.
Yeah, but I feel like should have equal rights. Women should have equal rights if they want them, and and and, and I think, but I think I think women have to um, compete. I think the only thing I'm mad at, I don't see enough women, concrete people, mowing yards. Even when I went to the what's night basket thing, I remember I got on Sam's one time about not having no women out there. They brought women out there like one day to pull some baskets in. But I'm tired of just looking around and don't see nothing but basket boys. I want to see basket women out there pushing the baskets too.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So just say for instance, if I change my profession and
Uh-huh.
I decide to go out there and lay bricks,
Hmm.
hold your hand like this. Do your hand like that.
Okay.
You see how you got a little roughness in there. So, we have to keep these hands soft so we can rub on some meat. And you don't want no hands like that rubbing on you like a scrub pad.
Half the women don't like rubbing on what's the name.
But I'm just
Shout
see
out to Miss Wu. Some people don't like.
who is who is
Some people
that?
don't like rubbing on men like this. So I
But
mean,
I'm just saying we have to keep our hands soft. You want us out here tossing cement and building houses and get our hands rough. Who gonna rub on these men around here with these rough hands? Then
hey, get
we
a
start getting muscles
hold
like
on, hold on.
men is
I
trying to
learned
get
that word again.
football necks.
I would learn word that word again. Affoliate. You need to affoliate. Get that.
Does it work for men when you get your hands exfoliated? Does it work automatically? How does that work for you?
Hey, I don't know. Well,
Have you ever had it?
as long as you get it done.
Have you ever had it?
Huh? Yeah,
Huh?
I have.
You have? Did it make your hands soft?
It made me feel good.
You didn't answer the question.
I got
I
you exfoliated again.
was just saying. So I said both ways too. Just said,
Nah,
see y'all,
that
he's
was
a
Latasha
petty
said that.
feminist.
That was
Yes, he
Latasha
is.
said that. Look at you. You done call her Chelsea.
I said Tasha said both ways too.
Okay,
And I said Chelsea said,
you
see y'all, he's a petty feminist. Can you disagree?
laid up with that.
No, that's the truth.
What is a petty feminist?
You It's Petty Tuesday, but you say you're a feminist, so she had to call you what you said. I'm with you, Chelsea.
He said facts. If women is
Practitioner.
practitioner,
Her husband has to be a doctor. But if a man is a doctor, his wife could be a basic homemaker.
right? That part. See? Look at
Wait
you.
a minute now.
Yeah,
Okay,
y'all.
if I'm a nurse
Guess
practitioner,
what? Guess what? You can Google this up. It's a study say women want their man making 58% more money than them. That's
everybody can want that.
no. Why
Why not?
58%?
I mean,
More than half. If you so called a breadwinner too, you want the man to make even more than half. That means if you make 100,000, you
well,
want
I'm
so
not. I'm
hold
not
on,
gonna even say that much.
hold on. That means if you make 100,000, that means you want him to make 210 to 15,000. That ain't right. I'm listening.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna agree with that. I said I wouldn't say that much of a percentage,
Well, I'm
but
just
I understand
telling
what
you,
Hanson
study.
is saying.
Google it up.
No, no, you do that because I don't know exactly what you mean with that, but I'm just saying I understand what he's saying. Like people in a profession, like a nurse practitioner, right? She
Uh-huh.
would expect her husband to be a doctor, someone make more money.
Right.
But
And
like if he's a doctor,
he
some of
don't
those are okay with just their wives being home and being
right. But
caregivers for
he
their.
don't listen,
I understand what he was saying, and it's
a
true.
regular doctor, a regular doctor, if a doctor make say a doctor that make 150 $200,000, unless he met his wife already, if he go and what's name, he ain't gonna want to deal with a woman that make 150 or something close to him. He ain't gonna even want to deal with her
Why not?
because her mentality gonna be different.
Her mindset is different when she
Yeah,
have her own.
right. No, when she making a certain level of bread, see, he could take that 200 and he could get him a comfortable house, get his car garage, work on his cars on his spare time or whatever he want to do on his spare time. He got plenty of money to do that and take care of his kids, whatever. But when she gonna come along and she make good money, oh man, they need a 3-car garage. They need a swimming pool. They need an outhouse. They need a vacation house. They need. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She gonna show him how to spend that money.
I
You
get.
know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Because a lot of women that make money, believe me, they know how to spend it. Believe me, they know exactly how to spend it. See, guess what? I bet you if you just go around like men like nice cars, but I bet you money. If you look it up, most women that make good money got Benzes, Audis, they in the luxury. Cause guess what? I'm gonna tell you even how I know like this here. You remember old school, like the men. That man, he'll have a truck or something up in there, but his mom, his wife, she got a Benz or something out there. You know what I'm saying? She got a nice car. And, get back and forth to work. She got a nice car. She got a real nice car. But you know what? He'll be driving that same old truck he had 20 years back and forth to work. You know what I'm saying? No problem.
With no talk on the side, is that what you're trying to say?
If he got a car on the side, it's a regular car. It ain't nowhere near what his wife got. That part.
He just doesn't have the taste or want what she has. That's all that
I
means.
get it.
Chelsea, the outhouse, she want to know what that is. Can you explain to your sister what
Our,
is an outhouse?
our house is when they had the bathrooms outside. They didn't have the bathrooms inside. You had to walk around the corner down the street to get to a bathroom.
In the words of Charlie Wilson, we're blessed.
Right.
If I had to go to an outhouse, I probably would have kidney problems because I wouldn't go.
And thinking about snakes and stuff, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bears and coyotes, all of that stuff.
As you said, we have to spend it.
It's so another woman won't spend it.
That's the problem. See, that man, he sitting up there, got money, thinking about later on and hard times and all that. Woman thinking about now, not tomorrow. That's why a woman with let me tell you something. The first time when I started seeing 27 and 35% interest rate is with women. Ain't no man sitting up there going no car lot and man tell him 27%. See, women wanted cars so bad they ain't care. See, a man was the one that going to the junkyard, buying a body, then buying a motor, putting the motor in the body, and then going from there. You
All
know,
men didn't do that.
huh?
I said all men didn't do that.
Not all, because all men ain't talk the same, but I don't remember no woman.
So I'm just saying, what type of man would decide to go and find a body at the junkyard and fix it up? What quality of a man you think would be doing that?
A man that's not a woman.
Oh, so all men would do that is what?
No,
Well,
I'm
most
saying
men would do that.
most,
Most men would do
most
that.
man if he train right,
Trying
right.
to do what? Go shop
No,
at the
be a
junkyard?
man. Be a man. See, sometimes men to for a man to develop, sometimes men have to be around other men to develop.
So have you ever gone to a junkyard and bought you a body
Yes,
and built you a car?
yes, ma'am. On a
And
couple of
where is it? You still got it?
no, I sold it. I actually sold every car. Well, that's how I first got on my feet. Okay. I I did this. I used to like cars that bump or whatever. So I used to buy cars, fix them up, put a little boom in them. You know what I'm saying? And then might sell them for about 3,000 or something. But I be done bought a car for the body.
Who would be the person
The
if you
body
see?
back then, I could buy a body for $150. I could buy a motor and transmission for about 750, and I can have it put up in there, and I could sell it after I did that. I could sell the car for $3,000 at least. You know what I'm saying? 15 to 2,000, easy, quick.
So you was doing it like flip this car,
Yeah,
making you some money.
so I can
See,
flip
that's
them some
different.
money.
That's different. If
Yeah.
you say like the reason,
Yeah, but I mean, I also did that just to have a car. You know what I'm saying? The first thing I sold my car. I don't care. I was, when I was trying to come up, I sold my car and jumped in another car. I mean, that's how you do
I mean, what do you mean? Like you sold the car you were riding in?
it. Yeah. A
Why?
Joe
Because
came to me and said he wanted to buy my car. He came with the right money, and I got out the car and I let him drive off.
with no title or nothing.
No, they got no.
I'm
No. I'm
just
just
kidding.
saying.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Let's catch up on these comments real quick.
Even going back to the military, a captain could not have a relationship with a staff sergeant.
That's true. That's true.
Why?
No, because that's called because he is superior. He couldn't. He
Ain't
couldn't.
nobody beneath.
Right. Right.
Really?
A man couldn't do that. A
I
man.
mean,
A man could do the opposite. He could, if a woman outrank him, he could date her, but he couldn't. It couldn't be the other way around.
no, I'm
That,
saying,
that
I'm
was was not equal. When a man, if he don't make as much money as the woman, he could date her, but it couldn't be the other way around because they call it toxic masculinity because they saying he used
no, I'm saying it
rank
is
to
this
get
is
love.
this based on the military's decision or
Yeah,
is this based on the man?
no military.
Oh, military wise. So they make that decision for men that you can't
Yeah,
date
they
beneath
used to.
you.
They used to. I don't know now. Back. in the
He
military.
said he would face court martials. Okay.
Back in the day, they were rough. They were rough. They were rough. Oh man, hold on. Oh yeah, they were rough.
A mechanic who's dealing with a simple woman. What? A mechanic that dealing with a simple woman? What do you mean? I don't understand. Complete that. Derek said, my wife find any kind of way to spend money.
But just like I just said, most of them do. Would he said would build a car from the junkyard, but he would put his woman in one. Yeah, yeah.
But he wouldn't put his woman in one.
You know what? And he right. It's a
Why?
lot of men used to do that, and because I think a lot of times men they want to put a woman. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times, like even when I was dating ladies, like they didn't even want the car like that. Like I had a car at one time, and I remember a woman that used to let me drive her car, and she used to have me to pick her up from work, and I had my own car, but I shoot her car burnt less gas and all that, you know.
So
Yeah,
you was being Jody around here dropping somebody off at work and riding around in their car all day.
yeah, I was, but I had my own car. Joe didn't have no car.
Oh, okay.
I had, I actually had 9 cars at the time.
Well, what was the purpose of you dropping her off? Maybe parking?
She wanted me to pick her up. I think it was all the show. Me showing up, she getting off work, I'm picking her up, boom. I think it was all that
Just to say, I have a man that's picking me up.
and dropping her off.
Oh,
She wanted to be dropped off and picked up. So some women different. Like some women are, cause like that was the first woman that probably gave me, her tax money, and and I I gave it back in a couple weeks. But I mean, she just gave
so you flipped a house with that money? Oh, okay.
come in. I'll just say, like when women do stuff for men, when women do stuff for men, I mean it's a lasting, but it's just like a woman. Like say every time some man do something real good for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You always expect, damn, if another man cared for me, he'll do the same thing, right?
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So it
Mhm.
was like some as a norm, like somebody treat me this good, and then I was like, damn, women, if a woman really down with me, she don't care about let me get some money, let me this. That's
So,
when
so why would you end something so good like that?
well she ended.
Why? Because you was wanting too much money, you think?
She ended. That M word. Some dude came to her with the M word, and she wanted to get the M word. So she she
It's
wanted
so sad you can't even say the
she
word.
wanted
That's
she
terrible.
wanted to get that. So she she got that,
So
and
she wants to be on a mud ride.
I guess it lasted a couple years, and she still, by herself. I mean, it be like that sometimes. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
How you know she by herself? Because
I
she
saw,
wanted to
I
get the
saw
M.
it one day.
So did she get the M word?
Yeah, she did it for a couple years, but now she moved. She moved to Texas.
No, I was just saying, but did she get the M word?
She got it for a little while. 2 years. I said 2 years.
You was counting. You was mad about that.
No, no, I wasn't.
But
No, I
how you
wasn't.
know the year?
No, when people when no, shit, no, I didn't. I didn't fall out with her.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Y'all
she told
still
me.
was cool.
Now I'm gonna tell you what happened. She said, yeah, she like gave me an ultimatum. She was like, if you don't want to M me, I know this other dude want to M me, and I'm like, you with me? How some other dude want to M you? So I guess I just said, okay, well let him M you because how you just said that I don't want to M you now. Anyway,
Right, because y'all was both S-ing her.
right or
Shaking
something
her.
like that. So it got
Both
to
of
be
y'all
something.
had to be
Nah, she
shaking it.
slow down that wasn't going on. I'm like, come on, man. Ain't no man just sitting up there talking about Ming you and y'all ain't did nothing.
No conversation, nothing. You just know it's
They were conversating. She's told me that,
man, they was doing everything else besides conversation. I
well, you
can't
know,
believe y'all know the self let something like that get past you.
I wasn't that nosy.
Oh, so you grew into nosy. Oh, everything you've gone through has built your nosiness. Your
When
funny
some
nosiness.
when you slip, like when you slip a couple times and you realize you slipping and you see what was going on your slipping, that's when make you get nosy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, you like, golly, how did I miss this? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh, you too trusting, or you too, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with you, Chelsea, tonight. This man is cuckoo. Oh, he was around here pimping. That's what he was. He was enjoying that tax money. I gave you this tax money. You need to M me.
I wasn't doing that. I see you. I can tell you getting a little sleepy over there.
You
So,
worried about the wrong thing. I'm talking now. I'm sleeping because you don't want me to talk about it. We talking about this.
well, go ahead.
We done. We was just
How they
talking.
say? How they say? I'm not scared. I'm
You just
not
careful. Ain't
scared.
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just.
It's just
But,
funny how you have
but
to
guess what?
say
That's me being an open book, though. You know what I'm saying? That's me just,
mhm.
just keeping it real. Because that was when I was actually 25 at the time. I was a young book.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually 25 at the time. So
I was young to be talking about that,
yeah,
Being
Tupac had just died.
oh wow. So we were about the M word the same time.
It was like a year after Tupac died.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah,
You should have told her she asked at the wrong time. We had to go to that funeral and all that.
yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, what else you got for me?
And now what else you got for us? We here for this tradition and modern stuff.
Well,
Because we see now that you didn't let traditional stuff get you unbothered or
no,
bothered. So you've
well,
been modernized for a long time because of your standards of what you desire, right?
that sounds like a trick question.
Nope. Nothing about it was trick. I don't mean anything trick about it.
I put my first condensation pump in today.
Conversation pump.
Condensation. It's called a condensation pump in today. Some people know what it is, some people won't. But um, how they say, I got to go to work in the morning. So what you got anything else?
I'm good, sir.
Okay. How they say?
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, bro?
Well, it was nice, and I guess I'm gonna have to see everybody back next week at 9 o'clock on Monday and Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? On what that is, messy Mondays and petty Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? So how they say, hey, um,
Good night.
like, good night, Miss Bella. I mean, I had a nice conversation, had a nice time. But all good things must come into an end. Remember to like and share. Because what would happen if we didn't like and share?
Because she belongs to the streets.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes, that's it.
Wonderful. Well, good night, everybody. Good night, Mr. Know It All.
Got it. Bruh.
All right. Good night, Miss Chelsea, and good night, Derek. Man, it was good chopping it up with
Good night,
y'all.
Jerry.
And
Good
y'all
night to you.
have a good night. We will see you back here Mondays and Tuesdays every week. Monday and Tuesday at 9 o'clock. It's getting cold around this thing. I know in a couple weeks it's gonna get a little chilly around this thing. I gotta do some thing tomorrow. But how they say? See y'all later.
Good night.
Good night. Peace.